Hello. My name is Alyssa. I am a full-time artist. I live in Canada on an island called Vancouver Island. Um, it is known as the Hawaii of Canada, mostly because it doesn't get 30 below here. Um, I am. I have been an artist for many, many years. Too many to count. My whole life. Um, and I have been wanting to do more longer format videos, kind of just talking to artists, inspiring other artists, and to just share my experiences. I have been on social media for 10 plus years, but I haven't really explored this YouTube universe yet. The way that I want to show up here is extremely casual. I have a lot going on outside of here, so doing heavy editing is not something that I can practically do. So I just want to have conversations and I want to have fun and I want to connect. I want to find new artists. I want lifelong friendships, and I would love for you to join me in on my journey. There are a lot of topics that I would love to just chat about and hang out and talk about. However, I feel like this video should be more of an introduction to who I am, what I do, and how I got here. I do not have a microphone or anything other than my phone and a cheap stand right now, so I apologize for all of that. But if I keep doing this and I stay consistent, I will upgrade. Okay, so a little bit about me. I grew up here on this island. I have not ventured out too much. So a lot of my inspiration for my art is from my environment, what I am surrounded by. It also is structured through my past and my present. And one thing I love is creativity. I am a very curious artist and I love exploring new things and trying new things, and I love color. So I'm gonna start with how long I've been doing this. I've been doing this my whole life. As a child, I would sketch. I would love to show everybody and get all that validation as a little girl and share all of my creations, and good feedback was always something very encouraging for me, and it kept me going. And I just kept drawing, and all I had was like pencils at the beginning. And I didn't get like my first paints till I was probably around like 12, 13, which was like some watercolors. And that's when I was like super into anime, super into like fairies and mythical things. I apologize for the background. Also, my environment fed those little fantasy worlds I had going on because I was surrounded by incredible landscapes. If you haven't been to Vancouver Island, if you look up some photos, if you're not from here or know anything about it, we have ginormous, huge trees, we have the ocean, we have streams and rivers and lakes, we have mountains, and I'm just surrounded by beauty and nature and animals and wildlife, everything. So my artwork is inspired by that environment combined with my imagination. I love experimenting with brush marks. I love to be more abstract. I love to experiment a little bit with realism too. I am a bit, I hate to use the word prolific because I feel like I'm just like boasting. That just feels that way. I make a lot of art. There's a lot. Sometimes I feel like it's too much, but that's not true. I tell myself I am continually making things all the time, and so I have a lot of background in a variety of things. So what I want to do on here is share my experiences and what I do with other people. And I want to do that because I recently started dabbling in teaching, and I've communicated with other artists and people who, have given me a lot of feedback on their own life and their own experiences. And I just want to give back because I feel like I have a lot to share with said people. I feel like I could really help. So now you have a little bit of background about me, about where my art and vision is coming from, and why I want to do this. Before I end this, I actually really want to talk about something that is the core of my vision, the core of my message, and something that has actually been on my mind even more this year. And that is creativity, exploration in creativity, and just kind of doing things that are a little bit scary and embracing creating in multiple mediums, in multiple styles, and multiple subject matter. This is something that I have done since the dawn of time. When I was a little girl, I was never like constantly told that I should stick to one subject, one medium, and do hyperrealism. I was highly encouraged to constantly be evolving and trying new things. It only started when I was kind of my early 20s and going to school for art and actually showing signs of making this my career when I started getting those kinds of feedback loops from other people. So there has been times in my life where I've come to head with these expectations, views, opinions about art and making art and sharing art. And I've constantly made it my mission to battle those thoughts and battle those ideas and just create what comes from me, from my soul, and just really enjoy the process of making art, because that's the whole point. It's not just my job, it is who I am as a person, and it is hard. It's kind of a bit of a curse for artists that your job and your entire identity are kind of wrapped up into one thing. I do want to emphasize that if you are an artist or you see an artist that makes art and all of their pieces are very similar and in a consistent style, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I'm talking what comes from my inner voice and my experiences in life. And when I share this, I am talking to those who have that inner feeling, that want to make more than just one thing, and encourage them that it's okay and that you will be okay to just explore and do that. And of course, this is coming from a place of making money on your art. It is a totally different story when you are making it strictly for yourself. So if you are that person, that loves to make everything under the sun and is highly focused on, trying new things and discovering a new medium, and just the joy of finding new inspirations all of the time, this might be the channel for you. Okay, so on that note, I want to say thank you for hanging out with me. This was a little nerve-wracking to make such long form content that is very limited editing, and it is not going to be perfect. And I understand when I am making a piece of art for the very first time, it's not going to be fleshed out. It's going to be a little bit messy, and it's going to look a little beginner. And I realized that with my content making, with my video stuff like this. And as I do it more and more, it's going to look better, it's going to be better, and I'm going to be able to communicate with you guys better, and it's going to be great. And normally I have a tea with me, but I had one earlier and I didn't want too many teas in one day. I usually have a nice handmade mug with me, but next time. And I hope that you join me and you subscribe. And if not, that's totally fine too. And I hope you guys have an amazing day.